Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of City Skylines here in St. Mary's. I believe this is episode 5, I think. Today we're going to be accomplishing at least one of two things, and that is making a campus area or making a farming area. Hopefully we're going to do both. I don't know what the camera is doing here, but yeah, we're going to be accomplishing at least one of those two things. We might also get into some other trouble, like putting in a blimp station, or any number of other things really. Expanding the city, making an alternative, village where I'm going to have a residential area. Who knows? Let's find out together. Nothing says good planning like admitting right off the bat that you have no plan. And that's me. Welcome to the Wooden Otter. The moral of the story is I don't know what I'm doing. So, first things first. Let us think. I want to do a college area, because college areas actually don't take that long. Once you realize that your college campus is going to be limited to, well, not very many buildings. It's not even showing any yet, but it's going to be limited to just a couple buildings. So I don't want it in my industrial area. I don't want it in my, well, actually, maybe like over here. No. What I want it is, I want it off of another highway access point, because I want to expand the highway access options that we have in this city. Because right now, my entire city flows through one junction, which admittedly isn't taking very much traffic right now. And my traffic is in fact at 86%, which is great, but I want to keep it that way. I want to keep it low traffic. And real quick, before I forget, dump some trees up in here. I forget which one it was. This one? Number 2? Yeah, number 2. 1, 2... 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can I fit it here? Yeah, oh my gosh, I can. Click. And I'm not gonna fit it. I'm not gonna clip it through that tree. Come over here. Pick the prop line tool. And we will go, what is going on here? See, getting this line correct is always difficult. Can I just go like this? Nothing. I think I gotta go closer to the building. I don't have the anarchy tool, do I? What is this? Toggle control panel, circle, blah blah blah. Toggle fence mode. Is it control P? Yeah, there is no anarchy mod that I have on my machine at this moment. Okay, so this tree is there. Ah, we're so close. Can I get like most of them, please? There's most of them. Then I'll go back to the individual. Oh, there it was. Nope, there it was, and then it disappeared. Come on, Rob. Oh, there it is. Then with the line tool, I'll just say Boop. Here we go. Why isn't this built up? Because it's not zoned, dummy. Low density. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. I hope that doesn't get rid of the trees when they build that. But I guess we'll see, won't we? So, what was I doing? Oh, I was putting highway access in order to supply an area for industry and a college campus. So, natural resources, I want farming next, because outside connections, my industrial area is importing agricultural products. My commercial is importing goods, but I can't do anything about that until I have more industrial areas, which there is no demand for. So in the meantime, I'd like to cut down on the amount of imports, which is agriculture. So agriculture is the name of the game here, and this whole area is pretty much agriculture. This is the new block I bought, so I want highway access. Where would I put? I want to put like a frontage road here, and another one over here, or I guess, you know what, no, I want to do a crossing road. And we'll just do off-ramps. So hopefully that will work and make sense. Let's go with a fairly large road. Like, oh, let's just see if we need this. So if I hit up, I can get a bridge. Oh my gosh, it works, kind of. Boop. There's my bridge. That actually worked rather nicely. So, yeah. And then I'll just bring it back down to ground level. I want this approach ramp as long as possible, because that's what makes it look nice. And I'll do nothing on this end for now, but let's do a ramp. Whoop, whoop. Alright, let's get rid of all that snapping, shall we? Oh man, it doesn't like that, does it? What if I did this, and then space already occupied. Ugh. Space already occupied. Let's try literally anything here. Nope. Let's try some other stuff. Let's try going here, paging up. Alright, here we go. That'll work. And that will go to, no, I don't want node snapping. Why do I have node snapping on? I will move that node in a bit. Click, click. That is an on-ramp. Right before we go over a bridge. Perfect, of course. Isn't that how all on-ramps are? We'll do, I want a nice long on-ramp, or off-ramp I guess at this point. So here to here. Why is that junction there of all places? Let's take a look at it with the movie mod and see if we can't. I mean, that's not bad. And then can I move that, and we will drop it down. There. That's at least a little smoother. this one, we will straighten this road relatively. We will select this one and go slope objects. What? This, to this, and to this. And we'll go slope objects. There we go. That's how you do that. Not the best still. Matter of fact, let me... Ugh. Yeah, not the best. And then let's do this, and this, and this. Slope objects. Good enough. Alright, so that's our off-ramp and on-ramp. And we'll do the same thing over here. Road, on-ramp. And we'll go from this node up into the air, here to... Why does it say space already occupied? Whatever. We'll do that. Oh, except I did all of that backwards. Click. Orchard Garden is reach level 2. Orchard Garden. Oh, that's my city park. That's great. Level 2. That's wonderful. Click, 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 click. Alright. I will slope these so that way it's a little smoother. And that will be how my people connect to the highway. Which should be good for a while at least, before traffic starts to become an issue. Slope. Nicely done. This one. This one. This one. This one. Slope. Nicely done. Okay. I don't know why this is so much smoother than the one across the way, but oh well. This is what it is. Now we'll do a little bit of traffic management. No, I want this guy to go, and I guess I do want this to yield. There we go. And then arrows, which I think is control click. Everybody gets a dedicated turning lane. Control click, dedicated turning lane. And then this one I want no straight on. Do I want 2 lanes here? Do I want to, oops. Do I want to upgrade this to 2 lanes? I think I do. 2-lane highway here and here. And then this is no straight on. This one is no straight on. Whoops, did it again. So we've got dedicated turning lanes for either direction. And people can come off and go to college. Or their farm. Whatever. So now, let's think about the shape of this. I would love, well, let's see where the resources are again. So the resources are primarily in this swath, these swaths basically. I would love it if the college, what's my topography like? This one. Okay, so we're kind of pretty much sloping down pretty smoothly towards the rest of my city. And if you come over here, we're sloping up. So that's not too terrible. Nothing too aggressive, that's for sure. So what I'd like to do is come down here and basically have a T intersection. Let's get out of this view. I'll show you. I would like to have a straight line that basically goes from this intersection, straight line down through this fertile area. And that will be my farmland area to begin with, and it'll be kind of linear actually until we get down to the lake over here. I'm going to sacrifice this part of the fertile area. I want my college campus to start out right here and basically be along this stream until we get down towards this forested area. We'll have a break. So we'll have this forest industry, this college, this agriculture. So let's just go ahead and build that, shall we? Build me a big old road. I want big roads. We're going to be handling industrial traffic. Snap to that 180 angle. Can I bring this back while I do that? Yes, I can. See, look at that. We've got like a major artery coming through, which can have industry on both sides and little branches coming off. And then I want a slightly smaller road. Not industrial. Yeah, I want this one. 4-lane road with decorative trees. I want this one to kind of butt off of this, hit the stream, and follow it down the stream frontage, basically. Kind of like, you know, kind of like a nice college campus along the river. So we'll get away from the, what's it called? Get away from the bridge a little bit, and we're gonna come very close to this. Oh, I got too close, I think. Well, we'll stick with it. This one is gonna go this way. This is pretty straight. Why does it do that? We'll go straight a little bit. I don't understand why it suddenly decides that what I'm doing is too short. So we're going to stop there for now. This is in the crux here of this stream is going to be the start of my college campus. So let's paint the area, shall we? Paint college campus. Give me the biggin. And we will just paint it along the stream. So kind of like this for now. Campus area. Yep, that'll do it. This one, this one. Trade School Administrator Building. Now this I want on the main drag. Why is the slope too steep? What is going on here? Oh, it's built like a retaining wall to keep the stream in. So, okay, well, why don't we start way down here? We are in business, quite literally. First things first, change the name of this thing, and we will change it to, I know it sounds boring, but St. Mary. St. Mary College is fine, I guess. What else? St. Mary University. University is a different type of college campus in this game. So, yeah, we'll just be St. Mary's College. Nice. Let's, before I forget, because it's already screaming at me, let's run some water up to it. Start here. Go here, and up and around the bend. And since I know that the eventual industry is going to also require it, I'll just run it down there. Alright, now then, out of this view, and let's see what we can build on our college campus. So, we've got dorms, study hall, groundskeeping, and book club. These are the starting ones. I'm going to build a little more of a road network, a small road network, just to subdivide this area a bit. And I'm going to do it by give me a straight one. We'll put it kind of parallel to this. Like, I don't want the... I want the... what's it called? The pathways to be parallel to the road. For now. So we'll do this. And then we'll do... what is the angle here? Give me that angle. There's 90. So, not the best angle, but let's actually get rid of that. And we'll put the angle instead, will be 90 off of this. Again, not perfect, but good enough. So, we've got the beginnings of a grid here. We'll fill in the rest of the grid with college pathways. So the trade school dormitory is very wide like this along the road frontage. So I'm going to take the college pathways. Give me nothing but the grid, please. And we'll just go, I kind of want it to be like back here in the middle. So I want it centralized to the whole campus area. We're going to start like this. And we're going to make some stubs. And then we're going to put the dormitory behind the frontage of the street. So, like this. And then... Yeah, I know, you want water. We're going to go down here. And we're going to go... So how many squares is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pathway. Why is it doing that? Annoying. Delete. Here to... Oh god. Just give me all, please. Here to here. And then build another one. Oh, it's only 6. Oh well, we'll put some beautification back there or something. Because that will be nice. Especially since I've got a bit of an incline. And we can easily put a 4th dorm in no matter what. So let's drag this down here. Well, we'll drag it down the road. I know that's kind of annoying the way it overlaps, but whatever. This thing, students 62 out of 500, capacity 918, so we're good on students. Academic works, they're just going to have to work that out themselves for now, because I'm making 11,000 per tick. I can afford to give you 1,000. Oh, that only gives me 2%. Here's 2,000, or 3,000, I guess. And I'll also give a research grant for IT and engineering. Boop. Policies, student healthcare, free lunch, increase student happiness, campus upkeep costs. Let's do that one. No arena, research, reach acclaimed campus area recognition. Okay, well, we're done there. And then we're looking at attractiveness. We need to up our attractiveness considerably. So let's start with a study hall. Now, a study hall is thin in the other direction, so we can easily put that. Oh, look at that. It almost perfectly fits there. So we can put a study hall right here next to the admin building. Groundskeeping is teeny tiny. We can put him kind of like... Well, do I want it right in the middle? I mean, I guess... I can put groundskeeping down here for now. I don't know if I would leave that there or not, but tiny little building. Kind of want to like line this street with the statues and things that we end up getting. And then book club. Book club, I think would be perfect for. Is it too fat? It's too fat. Damn it. Oh well, we can put the book club back here. Finally, a club for the bookworms like myself. Yep. So now, if I click on this, attractiveness is on point. Waiting on students, waiting on academic works. Expenses are a lot. That's okay, because I have got the money. And you need more water. Bring down another line. There. So here is the beginnings of our college campus area. Let's see, do we need any like retaining walls? Oh, that one's kind of wonky, isn't it? But I'll leave it for now. This one could use a little beautification. So let's talk about maybe some rock formations. How big are these rock formations? Nope. Ooh, so close. Wow, I could actually put that there. Does it make sense to? What does it look like if I do? Click. I mean, not bad. Not great either, though. Holy moly, that's big. That's big. 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 And rocks. Alright. Just a few rocks. I'm not going to go nuts. Let's pick... Whoops. I want some Scots pine, because I know... Oh, I'm on line still. Nope. Not what I wanted. I want individual. Oh, you can't put them there on the rocks? That is one reason not to use rocks, huh? This dude's driving through the rocks. Can't drive through the rocks, man. That is not allowed. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. That guy's walking on air. Pick a little other stone pine. Oh my gosh, this stone pine is gigantic. Put one there. Put one. Why is the stone pine so big? It's huge. I'll put a stone pine back here. And one over here. And one right here. And one on the corner. And a little back from the edge. Like so. So, not great. I admit, not great. Let's put in some forest patch and see if that helps or hinders. Got a little patch there. Put a little patch up behind the school, under the trees, on the embankment, under these trees, under those trees. Like so. On the embankment. There. That looks nice. Real nice. You, sir, where are you going? Dexter Brown, going to school. Alright, well, I'm not going to follow you, Dexter. I'm not a creeper. I got my own life to live. I've got things to do. Don't bother me. What is happening here? Why is this doing this? Alright, moving mod time. This thing. Drop it. There, is that normal now? Alright, so we got like a retaining wall situation going on over here, but in the meantime, the parking lots aren't so wonky. What does the front of this one look like? Yep, see, this one needs to be lowered too. You drop it. Oh, what is happening? You. Oh, I'm not in the moving mod anymore, that's why. You bring it on down. Look at that. See? Parking lots are kinda normal. Come down a little bit further. There we go. Yo, that's a wall now. So now I definitely want a quay. Water, quay. From here to here. It blew up my pathway. And I don't like that. So move it, mod. This thing, and we'll go this away. Back to the college. Pathway, space already occupied. Got a little bit more. Move it some more. Back to this. Put it back. Perfect. Okay. Now, move it, mod. There. It's kind of like setting it up. It's a bit of a retaining wall. I can come this way and come up a little bit. That's not so bad. The back of this building, though, good lord, I gotta come up a lot. Yeah, that's not the end of the world. Can I do the same thing here? Yeah, that's a little better. Still a little weird, but better. Let's... I wonder if I can make a right angle retaining wall by simply... Nope. 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 Can I go over here? Can I get rid of this rock and then move this whole thing over? So this... No. This one over here. And this one over here. And we'll raise it up. Like so. I mean, it doesn't get too much better than that. And we'll raise this one up to at least that side door level. Alright, it's still weird. I admit. Nope, wrong one. How do I know? There, that one. Well, there. That's not the end of the world. I lower it a little bit so it makes it look like I'm not intentionally trying to screw up this thing. There. At least then it looks semi-normal. But yeah, retaining wall for the college dorm. Not bad. Okay. Let's put down the start of a farming area. So first thing I'm going to do, paint an industry area. We're going to start with this corridor. And I'm going to flare out at the end to include this. Okay, maybe that shape isn't the best idea, but we'll do this then. Jesus. Rob. Terrible idea. What are you thinking? Alright, farming specialization. Got it. Okay, so... Whoop. Alright. So I'm going to place this... see, I kind of don't want to place anything on the main road because I don't want people stopping and moving on the main road. So what I'd like to do, give me medium roads. We're going to go medium roads, medium industry road. We're going to upgrade all those. So this is my industry road. I want a straight road, kind of like here, to be like, this is going to pick up this stuff, this is going to pick up this stuff. So we'll do this, and we'll do this, and we'll delete this. So I know it's a weird intersection, but I like the organic growth method that we're going for in the city. I want to see this again. I want an industrial road back to here. One back to here. Yeah, one back to here. I want this, like this, and like that. So, looks strange, I know, but it's gathering everything I need from the resource areas that I'm looking at. So, you know what? I'm going to do this instead. We're going to do this and get rid of this and do this. Not the most normal, I know. And while I'm thinking about it, we'll just upgrade these like this. So it's like you get out to the farmland and boom, start splitting up. So industrial area, we're gonna get our farm head building, put it right there. So what do we get? Get out of here, dude. Okay, it doesn't actually let you get out of that window. Weird. Small grain silo, small animal pasture, small crop field, small fruit field. So let's start placing them next. Alright, so I need a water main in this area. Oh, I already have one. Let's just do this. And we'll do this. And we need to put in some basic farming industry buildings. So first things first, production areas. Fruit field is 4,800 and 5 trucks. Farm field, same thing. So I actually like the look of the orchards pretty well on this type of game. So I'm going to put, let's see, 4,800, 4,800, 4,800. Okay, so here, see, it starts to say estimated production 3,840. But, so it doesn't even have to be that bountiful to, like, be considered full production. So that's like almost no production. But like inside this square is full production. So let's build a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Can't build that one because it's outside the city limits. Then we'll do a storage building, grain silo. So what I want to do is trucks will pull out of these production facilities, come down the road and bang a right, and we'll have 1, 2 storage facilities here so far, and they'll be on empty for now. Empty for now. So production to storage. Then the processing building will be an animal pasture, which I can put right here. Well, yeah, let's just put it here for now. 1, 2. 2 of these for now. And they're going to be piggies and sheep. So production to storage, storage to processing, and then processing to not this kind of storage, but a warehouse, and we'll put, what's medium? See, now the warehouses don't have to be in the actual farm area. So we can put this here and say balanced, and it's going to be animal products. So cannot be imported, so must be exported. So basically, these things are going to feed this storage is going to feed these things output is going to go to this warehouse. So nothing so far. Why is this asking for crops? This is empty, but it's still bringing in for some reason. This is nothing so far. Yeah, where are you going, buddy? Importing agricultural products. Importing. So these intersections appear to be working pretty well. Here's what I'd like to do, though, just to make sure that they work great, is this. No. Why can't you delete all that? Give me my arrows back. Here's what I want to do. Here, we'll do S, but this one goes here, not here. This one doesn't go here, does go here. This one doesn't go here. So, I'll do the same thing over here. Control S. This one goes over here. This one doesn't go there. This one goes there. Doot doot doot. Symmetricality. So now, basically, the people making a left will never be bothered by the people going straight through. They'll only be bothered by people making a left coming this direction. So that'll just make sure it functions a little better. Let's watch this. Boop. And then he makes the lane change back in order to make the left onto the highway. Perfect. Alright, I don't want a traffic light here. I want a yield here. And then I want dedicated lanes. This is 2-lane, this is 2-lane. This is 3-lane. Let's talk about how I want cars to go right through this thing. And just speed along, please. So, attractiveness, still waiting on students, still waiting on academic works. This one, we've got, theoretically we have enough workers, but we really don't, because it never really fills up all 200. So if I click on this, we're still importing a bunch of stuff. What I'd like to do, freight trucks are all gone, like all of them. And this one, none of them are gone. So what I'd love to do is just to make sure that we have enough workers for this area, is slap down a couple more of these things. Yeah, so there's 5 more. And we'll put a few more storages so they can kind of like come down, make a right, and get a couple more storages. Set to empty, set to empty. Yeah, the trucks are gone. What are these anyway? Apples? Alright, yeah. Man, we're in Apple Town now. Let's just make sure that these are good. Intersection wise, this control. Sure. And we will I want the yield to be here for now, and here and here. So everyone yield to the people coming into the area. Go away, traffic. Thank you. So let's see this farmland now. So now we have up to 300 workers, so we can definitely get to half of that, which will be the 150. And in the meantime, we're producing a ton of crops. and not a ton of animal products yet, but once this storage fills up. So, fun fact that I didn't learn until much later is that if you hover over these boxes, it actually says what your storage is. So props, I'm at 154 out of 1,405 tons of storage of that. So we're going to let that roll. Now, I'm getting down to the end of the episode, and one thing I want to do before I go is Orchard Garden, my little city. Hold on, city hasn't had to render this part yet. My little city park on the island in the middle of our stream has leveled up to level 2. Right, yes. So, need more entertainment. Need more visitors. We're making a little money, so that's good. We're going to go in and drop down some additional park buildings here. So, the ones we don't have are the chessboard, and then Park Pier 1, Park Pier 2. How big is this chessboard? Fairly large. It's a 5x5. So, ooh, can't do that there. Can't do it there, can't... Yep, I can do it right here. I'm gonna see if maybe I want to do... I think I'd rather just put it here. Let's put that there. There's the chessboard. I know, weird. That is weird. Let's lower that, shall we? To object height, move this. There. Alright, now at least it's at a normal height for people to walk up. Hey, buddy. Cool, Highwell Senior Tourist. That's great. That's some money in my city's bank. And we will see if we can fit piers along this island. We can. Look at this. This is great. Let's put a pier here. How big is pier number 2? Pier number 2 is larger. That is for sure. Can we put it over here? Yes, we can. That makes less sense because we are standing in the middle of the river. Can I move this to where it makes a little more sense? That. Man, look at that. That is a weird looking pier. Especially with the raging river going past it. So let's grab the Move It mod. I just want to lower it a bit. I could actually get rid of some of these. There you go. That's good. What does this pier look like? This pier can move just a bit. Just a bit, so I can actually see the stairs. Move It mod on this thing. Drop it down just a bit. Look at this, it's like a freaking crazy river. Look at the water level come up and then go down. And then come up and then go down. Yeah, we got some rapids right here, man. Entertainment, we're golden. We're just waiting on people. So we're going to hold off on adding anything else because I don't want to take up too much space in this park yet. Because I want to save room for the things that we unlock at levels 3, 4, and 5. So... why does this say university availability is so bad? Eligible, 2,000 capacity, 1,300. Graduated, Man, do I need to have a ton more dorms on my college? Not sure. Whoops, wrong button. Trying to pan up here, man. So, out of 500 and I'm at 1300. I'll put a 4th dorm in here. It's not going to be enough, but if some old folks die, that would be okay, because then the number of eligible people will go down. Sorry, old folks. You're useless to me. Yeesh. Let's, fix that, shall we? Drop the building. Yeah, that's better. And just to finish it up, we'll put a quay. We'll put a quay here. No, don't destroy anything, please. Thank y'all. I know. Move. Yeah, we'll do that. Grab this one. And look at this door here. Gotta raise this up considerably. Yeah, we'll do this, and we'll raise this one up. There. Not the best, because there is this weird little incline. But at least the side part looks normal now. And we can just allow this back part to kind of chill the hell out. Oh, that's a little weird. Let's, move this away a bit. Yeah, there we go. Let's move that away. Well, still a little wonky, especially like right here. But that's how the quay works, I guess. Because I can't raise that land. This. Right click. Bring it on up, and it won't. So, smooth it on out. There we go. Not terrible, not gonna lie. But not great either. So, my university still has a lot of people in terms of eligible people that are not coming to college. We've only got 335. But the eligible number of people is a ton. 353 out of 2,363. So almost exactly 2,000 people more than are coming to this city, to this university, are eligible. So yeah, older people don't go to college, basically. And just gotta wait for them to die off, I guess. But we've got the attractiveness, right? Yes. Okay. Well, that's probably what I wanted to accomplish on this episode of St. Mary's. Let's just find something to go out on. Where are you going? Consultant at Small Fruit Field, going to work. How are we out? Like, why does this truck not just go here? Let's check what screwed it up last time. If I click here, I'm going to allow U-turns at all areas. You there, hold on. Why are you... Why? Why are you coming from Lakedale to bring me crops when I've got 300, almost 300 tons of it sitting across the street, and you won't stinking use them? Ugh, it's so aggravating the way things are routed. Well, we're not importing very much, so that's good. So let's do balanced. We're going to switch these to balanced, and hopefully the trucks won't just leave in droves. Balanced. Make crops. Crops, 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 crops. Crops, 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 crops. Nice. Alright. Well, this is gonna level up once we have enough workers, which I think we're gonna get to. That's gonna level up. That already leveled up. I need more people. So let's find a person walking around my park. Alright guys, well, thanks again for tuning in to this episode of City Skylines here in St. Mary's. We accomplished a good bit today. We built our first college campus, albeit a small one. We built an additional industrial area, which is well underway to satisfy some of the import things that are popping up in my city. And we kept up this park area to level 2. So if you enjoyed this episode, give me a like, give me a comment if you found something you wanted to talk about, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time on St. Mary's. Peace!